Hey guys, it's me, Treyman, and does anyone remember what we were doing last time? No? Oh, well, I don't either, so we're in the same boat. Now, I kind of remember what we were doing here, because I remember we didn't quite finish the tracking, which was dumb of me. But, either way, what happened exactly? It may have crashed. I think it crashed, if I remember correctly. Or I did something stupid, but either way we lost a bunch of footage. So yeah. Let me go back up here, let me retrace this path, because I know what we're supposed to do today, and what we're supposed to do is do terraining. And terraining takes a damn long time, and I haven't been back since last episodes. I haven't been back in a week, so... I forgot about these. So it's a little bit like... I don't know. I forgot. I've lost my remembrance for exactly what I was doing last time. Oh wait, wrong one. This one. So, excuse me. I think what we're gonna do in order to get our, like, thoughtness back is we're gonna run our train down this. Whoa, like. Okay, I was like, wait, didn't I load a scenario? This is going to be totally wrong, but you know what, screw it, we're doing this anyways. What I want to do is I want to take this, move it to here. No? There we go, that's correct. And then, whoa, lagging. What engine do I want? I'll take this one. Whoa, lagging. Why the lag? It's just the city. This place is a little bit more complex than I usually do. Okay, let's say the passenger cars are full, and let's go for a ride. Did I just click? Oh, I clicked cab mode, didn't I? Damn the lag. Blame the lag. It's always the lag's fault. Alright, let's go. And that... What's wrong? That's wrong. Alright, so we're all set. This place is not signaled, I do remember. So let's, cab you. Oh right, this is the one engine that you drive on the wrong side. Okay, it's not the wrong side. But, it's the wrong side for Americans. These driving rods must be so light because the counterweights are just very slim. I'm pretty sure everything on this engine is lighter than it would be normally because, well, because it's a road engine. As far as that's my guess. I think it's a road engine because it has such large driving wheels that I couldn't fathom it being anything else. It has to be a passenger engine that's designed for high speed. I probably should have done this in driver mode, just to make it a little more immersive, but I didn't. I wish there were more, like, carriages that you could sit inside of them, but there aren't. This one isn't. Maximum speed. Leaving Temmeros behind. On our way to the untextured part of the map. And the water over there. What an angle this train travels at. This slope is pretty ridiculous, I'll admit. That's a steep area right here. Okay, across the bridge, over the gorge that we need to build. Meanwhile, let me get my map. Always defer to the maps when you are unsure of what to do. This whole area is forest, and as we're coming down to the water, I would guess we're going to come out of the mountains around Temmeros, end up in like very, very slow rolling hills where there's trees everywhere. Probably some mountains off in the distance. And then as we get farther down, the foliage will, you know, kind of thin out, and then we hit the beach, where we're just gonna have some like very, very basic kind of stuff hanging around. "91 appears to be this locomotive's top speed while going downhill." Oh, we're going uphill right now. Hold on, if we switch over to map mode. I thought this thing... Gradients. There we go. Triggers. I want to turn everything on. Oh, that's a steep section right there. Oh, damn. I don't think I meant to do that. Well, there's no making the route longer now. I'll just have to be more careful next time. What's the grade here? Like 6? No, it's only 3. 2. And then it thins out to 1. Oh, hold on. Remove the map. And then nothing all the way, pretty much. Crap, stop. I'm not sure how good this engine's braking is, so... I was trying to hit buttons and I couldn't because the map's in the way. Alright. Alright. Now we're going to stop in time. First thing we're probably going to do is the ocean because it's probably the easiest thing to do. Alright. The oceans and the rivers. The bodies of water are probably going to be the easiest things to do. But let's check the map to see the gradients. How many of you knew that I didn't have gradients turned on? And that's why I couldn't see the gradients. 202.49, 5.7. That's an increase. That's a decrease. Okay, this is where it's all like, you know, level and good around the water. Okay, that's not much of a drop. That's not much of a drop. That's more than 5%. That's more than 5%. I'm trying to keep them under 5%, but it's so far it's not too bad. 5% is really damn noticeable on a rail line. Don't say ever. I don't ever save my sessions unless, I don't know, something ridiculous happens or I was in the middle of something. It's got to be one of my favorite areas that I've ever built, though. Because we got the groves of trees with the tracks like all weaving through them. We have this crappy little town scene that I don't really care about. And then we've got the massive turntable that I've never really used before to any sort of effectiveness. And then we've got this chilling out back here. Whoa. With a tank car and box cars on the rusty track with the old bridge. Oh, and then there's this part which we didn't texture. I will, as always, eventually come back and retexture things and just kind of touch up on random areas, but I'll almost always do that off camera. What level is the river at when we cross it here? I need to find out. So if this... Let me grab the level of the track. Let's actually get to work. 124.9. So essentially 125. If that's that, well, I need to figure out what level the river is at when we come down here. When we... Whoa, what was that? When we level off. 90. So the river's got to be at 80 or 85. So let's grab this tool and go to 80. And then apply. Or use, rather. My mouse has been acting a little bit weird lately, and I may have to get a new one. Yeah, see what I mean? That just wouldn't, like... I'm not sure if that was the software doing that, but I know my mouse's left click has been a little bit off lately. It hasn't been working quite as well as it should. By the way, I think I like this, so I'm going to stick with 80. We may change it later. Whoa, okay, come on. If this thing gets stuck again, I think I'm going to just go turn and grab my my Logitech mouse that I used to use for my laptop. I like it very, very much. I'm not even sure what this thing is. This is whatever came with the computer. I had my other one, my 4-button that I smashed with a sledgehammer because it stopped working. Mouses and me are just like bad luck. They don't, with the exception of anything Logitech, they just don't last in my hands. Which is why I very, very much like Logitech, because they're the only mouses that I can own without destroying them. This portion of the video is sponsored by Logitech. Not really. Imagine if I had Logitech as a sponsor. Oh, that'd be an amazing sponsor. Logitech is cool. Just don't mind me. I'm just edging along this river here. Try not to disrupt the... Oh, wait. I can always just click that button and get all the ruined track displacement stuff back. So, I don't know why I'm being that careful. It's not like I'm rocking Geiger Mountains anymore. I know what I can do to fix screwed up track elevation and stuff. I'm learning. After 6 years of owning this game, I am learning how to use it. Finally. With the help of 205 subscribers. I think it's 205 now. 206, 207 maybe. It's going up relatively fast these days. Well, compared to what it used to be. Whoa! Come on. Compared to what it used to be. It's like every day I see at least 2 new subscribers, which is really, really nice. I mean, I can't thank you guys enough for this. And actually, I think it's in part to Homeworld coming out again, because a lot of people really, really liked Homeworld. And at first, when I was, you know, the tiniest of tiny channels, it didn't seem like Homeworld had that big of a draw, but that's because there just weren't too many people watching it. And then, as over time, it started, like, you know, getting a little bit better. Well, I mean, as over time, after I canceled that series, as people started picking up on it, sort of like Firefly, I brought it back from the dead. I always like doing Homeworld. I like doing Homeworld. It's one of my favorite games. But, I don't know, it just didn't seem to be getting the viewer seal of approval sort of thing. But, you know, you guys are loving it now. I mean, hell, I even managed to get in touch with the creator of the mod I use. So, you know, that's one small step for me, one giant leap for me. You know. All thanks to you guys. You're my stepping stones. You're my stepping stones from which I make my small steps and giant leaps. One small step for bombs, 3, 2, 1. One giant leap for train man. Kind. Oh, I screwed that one up. I'm gonna just undo that. Oh, I didn't realize how much I would undo. I wasn't paying attention. And you know what's funny? One of the kids in my choir class likes this series, which is really funny. I didn't think I didn't think, because I'm not entirely sure, because you know my memory's terrible. But it's like not even I didn't even prompt that. It's not like I said, "Hey, you should go subscribe." It's just like I started talking about it when I had the maps. So I'm looking at you, Daniel. Crap. God damn it. People keep texting me. And your brother Davide. See, if you guys were him, you'd know what I was talking about, but you're not him. So lucky you. I'm kidding with you. I need to like make the I almost called it the seafloor. The bottom of the river less flat so that it's not as flat and just generally terribly ugly. The riverbed, that's what it's called. Did I call it the riverbed? I don't even remember. Hopefully no one will be able to notice that I just did this to get the riverbed. Oh, all you PS3 guys, how are you enjoying Endgame Battlefield? I've watched some videos on it. Pretty cool stuff. Love to capture the flag and all that jazz. Crap. Didn't mean to do that. What's the other one? Capture the flag and air superiority. That is such a cool game mode. Whoever came up with air superiority, they deserve a high five because that is so cool. I am terrible in a jet if it's just me in a jet and the enemy team also is in jets, which is pretty much whenever there's a map with jets. But if everyone is in a jet, then we're all on an equal playing field. I'm not going to get shot down by something other than a jet, even though I can't maneuver to save my life. But maybe I'll learn. I will be forced to learn how to fly a little bit better. And I will never have to learn how to land. I will not have to learn how to take off. I know how to take off, but... And I will never need to eject and worry about wasting the jet or staying in the thing, because you are not allowed to eject. Which I think is pretty damn trippy. Oh, also, I gotta say, props to you guys for doing what you did with the flag indicator on the bottom of the screen, because instead of the tickets, you have the flag indicator, like how far it is between the bases. That is a cool idea. That's a very cool idea. I like that idea. And I think they should have that in more things. I don't know. It's not, it's not always like 100% practical, but it is a very cool part of that. This is not nearly as deep of a gorge as I thought I was dealing with, so sorry for like getting all you gorge ophiles happy and then kind of letting you down. Not sure if there's such thing as a gorgeophile. In fact, it sounds like someone who's more addicted to people being gorgeous than, like, you know, someone who's infatuated with gorges. Whoa, that was an accident. But you know, you never know. God, my knees hurt. I've kind of... Oh, alright. Gotta grab the single dots, like Geiger Mountains, and move them. I'm strongly resisting the urge to sing random songs from choir. They're just like so much fun. It's Latin. It sounds amazing. Well, in my ears it does. We could sound terrible. I would never know. But our choir director is like, yes, you sound amazing. So, well, he's not quite like that, but, you know, he's short. But, no, he's chill. He let me put his bike in his room. He let me put my bike in his room today. Because Murphy's Law happened and I had to ride my bike to school. And it has a flat tire. I went to get it down off the roof rack after or not off the roof rack, off the rack in the garage after I missed the bus. It has a flat tire, and I couldn't find the pump for like 5 minutes. It's the first tardy I have had in my high school career, unfortunately. Made it all the way to junior year without being late once. I mean, I've missed days. Last year I had perfect attendance. I missed a day this year. And, I don't know how many days I missed in 9th grade. That was a hell of a lot of days I missed in 9th grade. But yeah, there's a long story there, which I'm not too fond of telling. I need to fix up this right here. I feel like we're going to spend 2 days on the terrain here because there's a lot to do. But I already have this, like, bowl shape coming right along, so... By the way, how far was this off, honestly? Honestly. Right now, I'm gonna go find the... I didn't put it in there, did I? This is gonna be the only one I put in here. Is gonna be this. The grid texture. That's not good. Scale, 0. See, now what's funny is, I think, I need to test something with the terraining, or with the paint that we've got here. Because if I take this brush and I cover up, or it looks like more delete, this, see, it looks like I'm deleting this. I'm not deleting, I'm painting it over with a grid that is exactly the same as the one that's on the ground. So if I do something like this, and hit this, no, really? Oh, well that's actually rather handy. I thought it would disclude, what is this? This is like just beige, just brown. Let me just white, just pale. That's not blue. Oh yeah, it is, I guess. Okay, so yeah, you guys see my point, and I hope you understand what I was trying to demonstrate and didn't because I was wrong, fortunately. Because that would lead to some odd errors. Oh, I missed a spot. If this is that, the water is probably going to be at 85. I'm okay with doing this area because I'm not actually okay with doing this area. I don't like what I'm doing here because I'm just making a mess. But I do like the level of that, so we're gonna keep using this. I'm gonna get some rock props probably to put along the side here, make it look a little better. No. Grab just this. Grab just these. I guess I'm grabbing all of them. We're gonna have to go along the edge and kind of just do all these things. When it hits 6:30 in my time, I'm gonna say F it and cut the video off pretty much as soon as I can after finding a decent question of the day. But then if there's too much undone, I'm going to make it another episode. If there's not, I'm assuming there's going to be too much undone. There's going to be way too much undone. But, if there's not, then I'm just going to fix whatever is left off camera and then, you know, do the rest. A lot of this is going to be plateaus and, like, really gentle slopes. So, you know, no biggie. So what are these things? Displacements. I've never really used these. Paste. Huh. That's not too mountainous. Oh, wait, what's this? Whoa, that's very mountainous. What happens if I turn it all the way up? Looks like death spikes, honestly. Look at that. It's like none shall pass. We got one gigantic mountain here. What if I change it? What is, like... Hold on. What are these? Can you legit just make these by, like, coloring a piece black and white? Whoa, that's some pretty deep displacement. I want to know if you can. Because there's probably a program that'll let me make ones exactly how I want them to be. Turn the threshold all the way down and paste, it'll make just a flat surface, right? That is just flat, right? I don't think it's quite flat, but it's flat enough. I'm happy with it. I didn't want to have to plateau at all. Alright, back to this. I know we're not going to spend too... I told you this guys would... I told you guys this would be the long one, the difficult one. But no, go do the Go do that one, Ellis. Come on, it'll be great. Actually, you guys didn't say any of that. You were like, yeah, that sounds good. I was like, F you guys. Because you know what? What if I don't wanna? What if I don't want to do the hard one? That reminds me of JFK now. I've been thinking of moon stuff all this week. What is... I'm not sure how to specify them. But because JFK, first of all, he's my favorite president. Even though he got shot. Second of all, I don't know why that would deter you from having him as your favorite president. I've actually told people ask me, like, who's your favorite president? I don't know why the conversation came around to this, but I've been asked that, and then I've said, oh, JFK. People are like, but he got shot. It's like, yes, I am aware that he got shot. This does not deter me in idolizing him as my favorite president. He didn't even have time to prove himself. He set a massive precedent for just being social, I guess, is a way to put it. But and his wife too. But I'm not sure where I'm going with this. Oh, he was also an extremely good speaker, and he had many good speeches, notably about going to the moon. Okay, well, here's a quote that I can remember. I was gunning for a different one, and I'll tell you, but the speech goes, "We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon and do the other thing. Not because they are easy, but why?" Give me that whole sentence, starting with not. In fact, I wanted you to give me the entire thing, but I kind of ruined half the question anyways. But, you know, people that watch the video get more of a hint towards the question of the day than people that just look in the look in the description and write it. Partially sometimes because I forget what it is. And now I'm afraid I got the person I knowed's name wrong. If I did, just tell me on Monday. Or no, we don't have choir on Monday. You know, I shouldn't be doing this. It's probably really damn awkward for you, like listening to me talk to you when you can't talk back. And so, you know what? I'm continuing to do it. I'm going to stop. But yeah, so the quote I was gunning for was, you know, ask not what your country can do for you, but ask what you can do for your country. It seems like people are asking very much the opposite these days, and the government needs to be the other way around because they're in some hot water. But aside from politics, let's talk about TRS. I am building the walls to this canyon. This is the hardest part, honestly. The riverbed is the most difficult part to terrain because I've got to do all of this, like, careful little edging to make it look good. I'm going to put in the water in this one part. That's not a very friendly edge now. You wouldn't want to go off of that. Now, would you? This is like excuse me. I got the hiccups now. This is like the perfect sensitivity for working on this because... oh, jeez. It's just slow enough that I can be pretty much as precise as I want, and it's just fast enough so I don't sit there for ages trying to get it to the spot I want it to be in. Pretty sure most of the track is going to be like this, with like thick borders of trees on either side, so you won't be able to look out much anyways. Maybe if you're zoomed out you'd see like to the edge, and then there'd be just a legit drop off where I decided to stop terraining. I don't know why I get these phantom sound effects. We should not be hearing that sound effect right now. What else do I have to do? What time is it? Okay, I'm going to run for 10 more minutes. But there is a lot that I have to do, and one of the things that I have to do is this right here. This isn't going to be too hard. And the ocean itself. The ocean is probably going to be, let's see, radius, sensitivity. This deep. So honestly, this is how I make oceans because I'm lazy. I just kind of go like... That's the beach right there. If you guys are very old subscribers of me, or if you've watched the earlier episodes, you know I had my map Oceanica, where hold on, I gotta check something. Oh no, I was gonna say I'll just chop this chunk off if we're done. If this is right where it ends, yeah, delete. But no, that wasn't where it ended. So yeah. Oceanica was one of my first routes, probably one of the first that I used portals in. Probably the first that I used portals in. And it was very, very simplistic. One of the first that I used mods in, too. Sorry, I'm like stuttering over here. Stuttering up the wazoo. Yeah, it was one of the first that I used mods in because I had that adorable little 36 narrow gauge locomotive with the 36 or with the 30 narrow gauge coaches. I know it was a mismatch, but it looks close enough. And it was very, very simplistic. The water was all one color, blue. The grass was all one color, green. The hills were all just grassy colored, with maybe some dirty bits on them. Dirty bit. The track had just that typical gray ballast the mainline track did. It was not very much track work, but it was just one map to go on if you were bored and just drive the train back and forth, stress relief or whatnot. That's one map I miss. That's one map I actually think I have on my local zip. If that still exists. I'm not sure if that still exists. My local data zip file that I used to move all of my mods from one side to the other, or from my laptop to here, because I played this thing on a laptop before I came here. It was just so bad. I was at my friend's house when the power was out, and it wouldn't install on his computer for whatever reason. It kept freezing his computer, and I was like, oh, well, I'll just, because I brought it to his house for whatever reason. And so I was like, oh, whatever, I'll just load it up on my laptop. And I was about to do it, and then I remembered how bad it was. I was like, you know what, I think I'm just, nah, I can deal with not playing this game for a little while. Because I wouldn't have had any of my cool stuff anymore, and it was just so bad playing on that. It was like 10 frames per second at best. It's like me playing DayZ now. Honestly, because DayZ is just so bad for me. Arma is. I don't have TF2, so I can't compare it to that in terms of performance. I'm tempted to get it, and I might record it if I do, because Emilio says we have to have a, I have to put a first-person shooter into my lineup, and I say, well, I'll do DayZ when I get a new graphics card. I'm not sure when I'm going to get a new graphics card, but, yeah. I'll do DayZ or Armory or just all that crazy stuff we do in Arma 2. I totally lost my train of thought. That's kind of why I went silent. I was just kind of looking at what I was doing and critiquing what I'm doing with the shoreline here, just in my head. Not quite sure of what I am doing. Just kind of building a shoreline. You know what, if I have the perfect one, you know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to cheat. I'm going to go here. I'm going to make a selection right here. I'm going to paste it here, here, here. No, this is actually not the best one. I need to change this a little bit more before I like it as much. No, wrong, bad. Bad, Ellis, wrong, incorrect. You failed. Ah, what can I say? It's Friday. Starts with an F, so does failure. So does fatality. I don't know why I'm up on, like, the moon hype right now. Not the moon hype, but, like, I'm thinking of the moon. I've got the moon on the brain. Is it a full moon or something? I know that Easter is, like, way sooner than it normally is because it's the full moon. Something like that. I may be Christian, but I don't pay attention to that kind of stuff. I'm just like, look at the calendar. Oh, it's Easter. Go to church. Oh, it's Christmas. Go to church. Well, Christmas is always at the same time every year, so that doesn't really count. But it's like, oh, look, Easter's next week. Going to church. That's about it. That's my religious affiliation right there. If anyone cared. Not that anyone does. 94. Boom. I'm just gonna kind of, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this along the, no, that just looks so bad. That looks so bad. Alright. I'm just going to put these here, and then I'm going to fix the spaces in between them later. But I'm just getting the basic form in now, so I don't have to go back and do all of them. Looks kind of Minecrafty, because everything's done. I'm doing everything in, like, voxels. The voxel box. Whatever happened to Deep Space Turtle Chase? I was gonna record that. I played part of the first part, got really confused, and then like the second part never came out. So I don't know what happened with that. Someone get Captain Sparkles on the line, asked him what the hell happened to his adventure map. They're probably working on it, but I haven't heard anything about it at all, so... Was it kind of a flop then? Did nobody really play it? I know a lot of YouTubers played it, though. But I don't know, I guess there wasn't as much hype as I thought there was going to be after the fact. It was very hyped up at the beginning. But then they had that whole scandal with the copyrighted music and, like... I don't know, it was very, very strange the way that played out. This is kind of like me talking about random stuff over footage of me building in TRS. Which is, I assume, how a post-commentary works. I don't know, I don't do post-commentaries. I don't really like post-commentaries. If one of my more favored commentators goes and does a post-commentary because their audio failed or something, nah, it's like, whatever, move on to the next video. No offense, YouTubers that do post commentaries. I'm just not particularly interested in those. If it's a Let's Play video, I mean. If it's something else, I can totally understand doing post commentary. Well, Sips. Not Sips, Shin. He does the Let's Build for the Artscast. He does post commentary, but that's okay because all the footage is really sped up and it took him hours to actually build the thing. So then it's appropriate he talks about what he was thinking to build it without having spots where it plays to his advantage is what I'm trying to get out there. If you lose your audio, if I lose audio on a video, I'm probably not going to post it because I'm not one for post commentaries, and I'm just not one for post commentaries. I don't feel like listening to them, and I really don't feel like making them. Because I know there's a way to. There is actually a legit button in the video editor I use, which is like, add commentary over this. And I'm like, no thanks. I'm already talking in the game. You don't need me talking double. Actually, I've gotten some really weird reactions to people who are talking to me on Skype and listening to one of my videos at the same time. If I like direct them to the link or something, they're like, whoa, what the hell? There's two of you. So that's our shoreline, except for over here. What time is it? Okay, well, it's probably time for me to cut this off. We've got a lot to do in terms of terrain. We've got a lot of finicky stuff to play with. We've got this river section here at 80, the other river section at 0, and then all the hills and mountains surrounding this. So we're going to have some fun, that's for damn certain. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe if you liked it that much. And I will go back and fix some stuff if I get the chance. But I don't actually feel like doing it because I'm awfully lazy. And I just never have time. I need another vacation. I need another February break so that I can patch up some more spots on this map. That's the only reason I was actually able to, is because of February break. I was able to come back and do all this fiddly bits around here, or else it would have never gotten done, quite honestly. I'm a procrastinator to the max. I put this wall in, by the way. I'm not sure if I showed you guys that. I put this wall in. So I needed to separate the grass from the rock. I think that it defines the town very, very well. Maybe I should put one in over here. Well, I have the wall right here that separates the narrow gauge and the grassy area from this. Walls are very, very useful. I will leave you at that and fix this. Chairman out.